You can't. Okay? Please have some more respect for yourself than that. And this.
All right. I am just going to clean the lens. I don't know why I never remember to do that ahead of time. I also want to turn some lights on behind me, I think. So give me a second. And I'm also, while I'm up, I'm going to grab me a beer because I'm out of wine. But I got a food order the other day and bought some beer. So um, we are going to get that. So, all right, BRB. But you'll probably see me. Still working through this light thing. If you saw my New Year's Eve video, I'm trying to get enough light so that you guys can see what I'm doing. I did buy some lights before the holidays, and they're not the greatest. They are bright, but they're a little on the light side, so they kind of tip over very easily. Anyway, let's get on. Tonight I'm drinking, this is a Belizean beer. Belizeans love beer. Let me just say. So this is a Belizean brand beer called Land Shark. I always add a lime because it's very Corona-like. I also felt like I needed more blush. And why is that light like reflecting off my face? That's my ring light. I'm just gonna use this LA Colors. It's a, what is it? Color and Contour palette. Just a little bit, a little something. This makeup has been on for many, 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 many hours. But I felt like I needed just a little bit something, something. All right. So let's get started. We are doing more of our shoe repairs. And before we get started, there's a few things I wanted to say. First of all, you know, I have always kept my shoes in clear plastic containers. That's just the way I've always done it. Um, and I mean, before it was a thing, like the container store has a lot of my money. Let's just say that. Um, and so when we moved here, I shipped all of my plastic containers in, along with my shoes and everything else. But what happened was I'm actually just trying to turn it on to my TV so that I can see what I'm doing in a bigger monitor. Anyway, so we're in a smaller apartment and it's mostly furnished, but I ended up using all of my plastic containers. Speaking of which, like for other things, this is for my shoe repair, So I always used to keep my shoes in containers like this. But when we moved here, I was like, oh, okay, well, we have this extra closet. I would really love an opportunity to display my shoes. And if you haven't seen my, I don't think it's on my closet editing video, but I did do a shoe reveal, a shoe closet reveal video that was part of an ad for my one-time closet cleanse, virtual closet cleanse at AFAB Designs. Link will be, I can't do it in the description box, but if you go to my website, you can book an appointment for my one-time virtual closet cleanse. And so I ended up displaying all of my nicer shoes, the shoes that I really thought were pretty and worthy. And that was a huge mistake. I would just like to know from other influencers and other people, like, what do you all do for your shoes? Because the dust that has collected on my shoes in such a short time is astonishing. And I'm really just trying to figure out, kind of what to do about it, because I don't know if I will be able to find containers like the Container Store's containers. These things are amazing. And they ship, and you can buy like a full case of them. And I've bought like maybe 2 or 3 cases of them over the years, and they're amazing. I tried to go to a store here in Belmopan called Dabari. And Dabari is a little bit like Target, but smaller. And the reason I say that is you have to keep in mind there's less than 500,000 people in the entire country of Belize. So, like, when you talk about a store like Target, it's nowhere near the size of Target, but it does sort of have all of those things like shoes and clothes and electronics and furniture and, all the stuff, like Target. I'm getting a little warm. It was a really warm day today. And I have not turned on my air conditioning for weeks, I think maybe even months, here in the living room. So trying to keep them costs down. Anyway, so I was just kind of shocked over the amount of dust that's collected over my shoes. And these women that have like walls of shoes displayed, are you all really cleaning those every month? Once every couple of months? Like, I was just really surprised. I was really, really surprised at how many of my shoes were dusty. And I'm not just talking about a little dust. Some of them just got a little bit dusty, but some of them got like ridiculous. Like, let me show you these. Hopefully you'll be able to tell. These are actually like a dark blue denim. Look at the dust. Like, that's crazy. And they've been in there like maybe 6 months or something. So I need to go back to storing my shoes in boxes, because I just do not want to have to clean every single pair of shoes. I got a lot of shoes. I am a fashion stylist, so I have a lot of shoes. And I just don't want to have to go and clean every single shoe every 2 months or 3 months or whatever, just to keep the dust off. Now, like I said, I don't turn my air conditioning on very often. So we do keep the windows open in here. So I think that a lot of it has to do with just the amount of dust that comes in from the outside because we don't open the windows. I know, I'm sorry, you guys, I am going to stop sweating. Menopause, having a flash. That's what happens. We keep it moving. So these are one of the shoes that we are going to clean, but also just like the whole shelf was just so dusty. It's insane. So yeah, I just wanted to ask people, leave me a comment and let me know, like, if you have a wall of shoes on display, are you really cleaning those every couple of months, or like what's the deal? Like I just need to go back to storing them in containers, and I think that that's just going to do that. That's just going to be the best solution. So I'll probably end up having to order them in from the States. Um, oh, that was my story. Sorry. So I wanted to go to Dabari today because I wanted to get jewelry cleaner. I wanted to get some school shoes for my son and maybe just some other little sandals. They're closed. As I'm filming this, it's the 5th of January. And so they're actually closed between the 1st and the 8th of January. So that whole week after New Year's, Dabari closes. I don't know if that they do that every year, but I was a little bit disappointed because the other thing I wanted to talk about was initially today was going to be jewelry repairs because I have a lot of jewelry that I just recently repaired. And I was like, oh, that's so stupid because I could have totally did a video on it. And I'll show you how to do some jewelry repairs, but I have a ton of jewelry that needs cleaning. So that was going to be the video for today, but I'm still in this mode of repairing and cleaning all of my shoes since they arrived here in Belize. So I figured, why not do this video? Also, it's been my most highly watched live. So give the people what they want, right? All right, we are going to start off with boots. These particular boots I got from Newport News 1,000 years ago. They are a very dark chocolate brown square toe with a really chunky heel, stacked heel. They are zipper up the back. So incredibly comfortable. I've had these boots at least 30 years. At least 30 years. And when you take care of your boots and your shoes and everything, they will take care of you. These have a little bit of wear on them. Like Karen Britchick, she and I are the same in the fact that we love when things have a little bit of stress to them. You know, I just think it gives a character. And I know a lot of influencers and stylists think the same thing, not everything has to be brand new and pristine. Pull out things that you've had for forever, take care of them, and you'll have them forever. You know what I'm saying? And Newport News, if you all remember, I don't even think that they're in business anymore. I bought these, like I said, probably in the early 90s. I bought these boots because I was doing a lot of ordering from Newport News, and I have a lot of shoes from them. And so, I just year after year, I take care of these, and they are taking care of me. I've actually never even had them resold, not once, not even the heel. Look at how good the heel still looks. And I don't think I've ever replaced the heel, but like I said, I have a lot of shoes, so I do rotate through shoes quite often. And, you buy new shoes and kind of wear those, so it's rare for me to have to get heels replaced, but that's such an easy thing to do yourself that when I do need to do it, I just go out and buy the taps. Now I used to be able to buy those in Target. I don't know if that I can get them here at Dabari, but whenever I need a heel tap replaced, all you have to do, if you've never done it, it's easier with a stiletto. And we're going to talk about these little booties here. All you have to do is just take some pliers and pull it out. And then the new one, you just take it and kind of put it back in and hammer it in. It's really that simple. If you've never done a what am I calling it? If you've never done a replacement on your heels, it's super simple. You don't even have to take that to a cobbler. I know a lot of people would, but trust me, it's so incredibly simple. So we are going to do what we always do. We're going to talk about some bags also tonight. I'm going to keep this one again under 40 minutes or so, hopefully. And where'd my brush go? Oh no. Oh, here it is, right in front of my face. We're going to start with the little brush. If you didn't see the other shoe video, I encourage you to go back and watch that because it was kind of amazing. And like I said, it was one of the ones that did a lot of view. It got a lot of views, so really excited about that. Come on, man. Trying to get my here we go. All right. This is a little brush by Kiwi. I probably got it at Target in a kit of other shoe repair stuff. It's really, really soft. It's almost like as soft as a makeup brush. So if you think about the softness that you need for this type of thing, make sure that it's super duper soft. And what we always do, take our little brush and we're gonna brush the boots. Make sure you get the zipper as well, all along the toe box and the heel. Okay, make sure you get right there at the heel where it connects to the boot, and also that bottom part of the zipper. And I'm doing a lot of this brushing because, like I said, the dust was absolutely insane. I am going to pull out the Kiwi leather lotion just because I wanted to use it up. The last video we did, the handbag repair, I used the Wayman's leather, but the leather lotion. Tonight we're going to use the one we did originally. This is the Kiwi leather lotion. Looks like this. And I don't have a towel. Damn. All right. And there is going to be a little bit more up and down in the video because I have silk shoes and I wanted to show you guys how to clean those. So we're going to get out our leather lotion, put it in a little towel. Don't use your good towels. And we're just going to start working it in. And these were definitely in need. And a lot of the reason that I'm using the leather lotion as opposed to the spray, and I'm putting my hand in there to, because there, there's like crinkles in the boots. So you want to kind of make sure you're really working it in there. Make sure you're getting all the areas, even right there at where the bottom of the shoe meets up with the rest of the leather. I don't know why I'm losing words today. I just watched this whole video about menopause and they talk about brain fog. And I definitely seem to be experiencing that a lot more these days. And even on that one pass, I still feel like it could use more. So we're just going to go ahead and do the whole rest of the boot and then go in and do maybe a second layer, which I probably won't do on camera with you guys because, like I said, I do want to limit the time on the video. But there we go. So you can just see how, hopefully you can see. Can you see the difference? This is dull and this has been moisturized, right? So I'm just going to keep going over it and really get it in there all the way at the top. Don't forget right around where the heel meets. Get that, because that's where you're going to get the most distress because it's where the stitching is to the heel. And just like the purses, if you watch the purse video, go watch the purse video. It's super cool. And I give you a lot of tips on what to do when your leather has gone over. And, I have a lot of bags, and that is where most of the distress comes from is right in the stitching. So like this seam here, make sure that it is moisturized, because if that dries, that's where you're going to get split in the leather. Same thing with the zipper. Go over the zipper, because you want to make sure that those stitches right at the zipper are hydrated. Because, like I said, that's where you're going to get your splitting, is when the stitches start to dry out. Okay, so that's that pair. As you can see, it's shinier. Maybe you can't tell. It's shinier. However, it's still, I think it could use another coat. And I am going to do another coat later on. So that was one. You also want to make sure, take another part of the towel and really clean down the heels. Make sure that they're nice and clean. If you need a little soap and water, you can do that. I find just, a good wipe down is really all you need. You can do the leather cleaner on it, that, it's not going to hurt anything. Most tails are made of wood. So if you have wood cleaner, you can do that. If you want to go totally extra with it, you can completely do a wood cleaner. But, the leather cleaner seems to be doing just fine. Get them nice and shined up. So that's that pair. Okay, so let's go into this little pair of booties. These I actually got, I can never pronounce the designer's name correctly. It's Sylvia Cheshire, whatever it is. I got these also like probably over 30 years ago. These were actually a Payless collaboration. So they weren't overly expensive, but they are my most loved shoes, and they are also my most conversation starters. I get so many people asking me where I got these. They are patent leather up the back with the zipper. The heel is also patent leather, but also on the inside is purple. As you can see, I wear these a ton. And I love that it has this rubber tread on the platform. Love, love, love that. And the other thing about these shoes is that this is all like grosgrain ribbon. So you're going to have to treat it differently. And that is to say, you need to make sure that you're not getting leather protector on the grosgrain ribbon. That's going to be really, really crucial, because otherwise it can change the color of the boot. And I love these. I mean, it's like this fuchsia, this aubergine, hot red. Oh, I mean, do you love these? I love these. Now, the other thing about these boots is, when you wear heels, sometimes you get caught inside of the sidewalk or whatever. And this particular pair, I got a little nick right here in the red. So I'm going to try to repair that. I have an idea of how to repair it. I just don't think that it's going to work as well as I would like. Again, it has a lot to do with the kinds of things that I'm able to find here in Belize. So the first thing that we're going to do is address the grosgrain. Now, they aren't, I don't see any real stains on them. You could do just like a light soap and water on them, but I'm a little concerned about doing that because of the stiffness of the grosgrain. I have a feeling that too much water is going to damage that. It's going to make them too soft. And I love the fact that they're like a nice stiffness to them. The other thing I noticed is that, you probably will not be able to see this, but there's a lot of dust on the inside of the shoe. So I'm going to address that. And also completely patent leather on the backside. that's where we're going to use our leather cleaner. And we're going to be very strategic about it. But before I do anything, I want to clean out the inside of the shoe. And with that, I'm just going to use a little bit of soap and water on a paper towel. So let's grab that, and I'll be right back. And I am going to dust it. Maybe I should do that first. That would be smart. Dust it first. Let's get our little shoe brush, duster up, get the heel, underside. And yeah, like I've never had to replace heels on these as long as I've had them. So, take care of your shoes. I'm telling you, and hopefully you'll be able to pass them on to your daughters or sons or whoever it is that would like to wear them. And I'm gonna put my hand in here to kind of puff up the ribbon a little bit and really get the dust out. Also, right there where the shoe meets the bottom. I'm still fighting this cold, y'all. Okay, I think that's a good dusting. And again, these are one of those pairs that I was displaying in my closet. So they are way dustier than they normally like. I don't really have to go through this much effort when I wear a pair of shoes. Like, twice a year I go in and check all my leathers. But like these shoes, I don't really check those, because they're usually not dusty. I can pull them out the box and wear them. All right, let me go get a paper towel, a little bit of soap and water. Be right back. Or actually, I'll still be in earshot. I'm just coming over here to my sink. Okay. When I mean a little bit, I mean a little bit. I have enough to do both shoes. I'm not going to do both shoes on camera, but just a little bit. I just put a little dish soap. Then I'm going to go in there. I can actually unzip it. I don't know why I'm sitting here struggling. Let me unzip it to kind of get my hand down in there. I'm also wearing a ring. That's not helping. Come on. All right, there we go. There we go. Now I can get all the way into the toe and really clean that out. And they were disgusting. So, dusty. Okay. So now I've got the insides cleaned out. I can go over with the dry side and dry it out. Go all the way back, dry side. And yeah, so much better. You probably won't be able to tell, but yeah, they were pretty dirty in there. I see another spot in there I could probably get to. That needs it a little bit. You don't have to be as careful with the soap and water, but you could, just because it will change that grosgrain. This got a little bit wet and I can see that it changed color, but once it dries, it'll go back. So, all right, now next we're going to, I had this idea of how to repair that little spot. And the idea was to buy red duct tape and cut it down in just a small little piece and use that. Okay, I left it on the counter. Damn. I was pulling it out of my kitchen because I had it in my kitchen because I took this out of my kitchen, and while I was in there, I was like, oh, okay, let me cut my limes for my land shark. Okay, Google, stop. It was about to give me my evening fashion news. So I thought about just using a small little piece of this red duct tape. Now, when you go into the store, it will say duct tape. It's not duct tape. It's actually another brand. And I tried using this to hold my curtains down because my bedroom gets the first light of the morning, and it's so bright in there that I just decided I was going to use the duct tape, which I bought for the boots, but I was going to try to use it to hold my curtains, and it didn't. So I don't have a lot of optimism about how long this is actually going to stay on, but I did try to match it. So I'm just going to place this little piece of tape over that. It feels like it's going to stay on for a minute, but we shall see. And then that way, from afar, you can't really tell. Another idea that I had is if this didn't work, I would just use like a red marker. Ghetto, I know, but in a pinch, it works. But I think that looks pretty good. So we just did a little repair on these little booties. Because the title is Boot Care, right? And Shoe Repair, right? So that's what we did. Next, I'm just going to get my towel. And I probably don't even need very much of the lotion because I'm just doing that little back section. So maybe just a little boop, maybe just a little bit of a little boop. Ooh, as I spill it all over. I'm gonna start with the heel. I'm gonna kind of go around that tape because I don't want the oils to make it unstick. Does that make sense? So be a little bit gentle, be a little bit careful of where you're doing the cleaning. Try not to get it on the tape. And, you know, you got other parts of the tape. If it gets too close, you can just use your other part of the towel and get that area. So nice and slow. And now that I'm looking at this close, this is like it looks like a painted wooden stack, but that's all right. No big deal. We want her to be nice and shined up like she used to be. So it's okay. Again, be very mindful of that spot right there where the heel meets the shoe. Also on the bottom. I think I do need just a little more because I think I lost it on the towel. But we'll start up the back on the actual patent leather section. Are you guys able to see what I'm doing? Hopefully I'm doing this to camera. But I think you get the gist, right? You're just gonna, right there at the leather, where the zipper meets, make sure it's hydrated. Right where the heel meets, there's another little seam down here. Make sure you get her. That's what it's all about. Making sure those seams are nice and hydrated so that you don't split. Also, be really careful when you get to where the grosgrain meets the patent leather. There is a stitch there. So you do want to hydrate it. But again, just use your finger, take your time, don't go crazy, and make sure you get that. Also, like in between the grosgrain, try to hit in between there if you can. Also, here on the here on the platform, let's get another little drop. Right here on the platform. Again, be careful where that grosgrain meets. But there's actually like right here, I almost got it too close. So I'm just going to take a little clean part of the towel, wipe it down, and then just get that little platform section right there and go all the way around. Make sure you go all the way around because it's on this side too. And if you can't tell, there's a stitch there. So you've got to check all the parts of your shoes. Also, where that platform meets the bottom of the shoe. There could be a stitch there. It might be glue. Whatever it is, make sure it's hydrated. All right. We are dangerously running out of time. I only got 2 shoes in tonight. I will try to get in some more shoe repairs next week. But I can't just wait week after week to do my shoes, you guys. Like, I actually have to get this done relatively quickly. So I don't know how many of these shoe repair videos I'm actually going to have. If you have any questions about certain types of shoes or how to repair something, leave a comment and let me know. I'll certainly do my best to try to answer it. For example, tonight I was going to show you how to do these boots right here, which are actually silk and velvet. And you can see it's all the dust collected on there from the closet. Also, the heel, the same thing. And I did do, I Google searched exactly how to clean silk and satin, and I wanted to show you exactly how to do that. I do have this purse, which was really going to be the way I demonstrated it because this bag is vintage. It has pearl, it has gold. The handle, of course, needs to be clean. Like this bad boy, she needs some serious love in the cleaning department. So I wanted to actually demonstrate on the bag how to clean real silk. And so maybe we'll do that for next time because I did bring out a couple of bags. I thought I would have time. But I think my stories are just too long, you guys. Too long, too long. So in these last few minutes, I would love to, um, you know, just say thank you all so much for watching my videos, my lives. 2024, I do plan on making higher quality videos, but I'm also trying to build up my TikTok. So I'm working on how to improve the way that I film and edit those videos. So I'm just overall really, really working on improving my content for 2024, giving you guys series like this. We'll be doing some makeup stuff, some fashion stuff, some beauty stuff. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to 2024, growing this channel, growing my TikTok, and yeah, just really exploring new topics and yeah, just bringing you guys some new content. Like, look at these bad boys. Can you see the dust? I mean, yagada. So, in these last few minutes, I'm just going to dust the shoes that I am still going to be cleaning after this video ends because, like I said, I have a lot of shoes and I gotta get cleaning. I can't just do like 2 shoes a week. Otherwise, all of 2024 will be me cleaning my shoes. And I know you're like, why is she cleaning these? I live in the tropics, you guys, so this type of shoe is still very appropriate for me to be looking at, examining what repairs need to be done, what cleaning needs to be done. A shoe like this particular shoe, I don't even remember where I got these shoes. I think I got them at some shop in Georgetown, Washington, D.C., 1,000 years ago. And it comes with this little buckle. And so what I would do is, as I was assessing my shoes, and looking at what needs to be repaired, I would take this buckle off which is being extremely stubborn at the moment. But I would take, remove the buckle. Here it is. There we go. Remove the buckle. Make sure, because like right in there, that little spot is going to need leather cleaning. It's got a ton of stitches. So also the buckle is also on leather. So, you know, you have to check every area of your shoe. And when I say that, that is what I mean. You want to assess every part of the shoe. Is the buckle broken? Is it, not as polished? Does it need like a separate silver polish? And that kind of thing. So, um, all right, we'll do that one. Let's see. And then these are the last ones I'm going to do. This denim pair is so bad. I just want to do it on camera so you all can see actually what the damn shoes look like. And I do have like, did you see? Look, I don't even know if you saw the dust just pouring off these shoes. Now, this pair of shoes are a pair of shoes that I brought when we first moved to Belize, when all we had was a carry-on. I wanted one pair of heels, and I decided to pick these because they were denim, they were blue, so they would go with everything, especially with the limited outfits that I had in my carry-on bag. So these shoes, I know that they are split here, and what I would do is I would get some glue in there just to stick it back together. It's not that big of a deal. It's part of the part of the sole of the shoe. So if you got the whole, oh, I can see. Oh boy, look at that. Can you see? Like that whole part is coming apart, and you can fix that yourself. You can fix that yourself. All you need is some Gorilla Glue and some clamps. So you would like get maybe an old artist brush, not like your good makeup brushes, but like an old artist brush. Get some Gorilla Glue and try to separate it and paint in there as much as you could. And then get some binder clips. Simple office supply. Get some binder clips and make sure you're, got a stiff bind on them in every area that you can possibly get in there. Brand new shoe. And that's how you will replace that. These I actually know because I wore them to the beach, and like a ton of sand got trapped out in there. So make sure, like, if something like that, before you glue it, that you dust out the shoe as much as possible. There's still sand in here. I don't even know if you can see it falling, but there is still sand in the shoe. So that's what I would do. Make sure you got all the sand out. Maybe get one of those air cans, spray it down in there as much as possible before you glue it back together. And I'm just going to dust these. So I hope that helped you guys with some more boot care, shoe repair. And yeah, I think, each time I do one of these lives, I'm just going to get more and more comfortable doing them. And I won't be so all over the place. I'll plan things out a little bit more. And before I sign off, I wanted to say that the reason that I'm in my living room and not at my kitchen, which is a much better area for me to do this because I have that whole countertop, is because after a year of living here with my countertops falling apart, my landlord finally had someone come and fix basically all the grout was falling apart. And a lot of the tiles had just broken off the front face of the countertops. So he finally, after a year, finally had someone come out and repair them. So he did it yesterday, and so we're unable to use our kitchen until it dries, which should be sometime later tonight. it should be completely dry, but I didn't want to risk it and chance it. And also, one other thing is, when I asked the guy when he was going to come back and check it over, he's like, no, I'm not coming back. I was like, okay, great. So that means I have to clean up all the dust that they created when they did the countertops. I mean, there's so much dust in my kitchen right now, on the floors, on the counters, on the cabinets. And it's going to take me days to just get rid of all the dust that they created. So hopefully next week I will be back in my kitchen and doing some more shoe repairs for you guys. Let me know. Would you like me to do shoe repair, that handbag repairs, or jewelry? So leave a comment and let me know. Thank you all so much for watching. I know I went a little bit over, but I'm going to get better at it, you guys. I promise. So I hope you all had an amazing new year, and I look forward to seeing you in my next live video. And until next time, you better believe it. Bye.